Hey guys, thank y'all for joining. Let's jump right on into this live, honey. I've been going all damn day, y'all. So y'all forgive me for not popping in on you guys today to give y'all some tea. I've been outside all damn day. Me and the fam been outside today. So I'm back and I said, let me go ahead and connect with my people because I know y'all been looking for my ass all day, but I'm here. So everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, we're gonna fly through this live, honey, because I am tired and ready to lay it down. All right, so let's get into it. Some great news for Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. You guys know they are dating. They are parents. They have a son that Cardi B just gave birth to like a month ago, maybe. Hello, Lamore. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to Sozio Radio. Shout out to hey Sophia Jordan. Thanks for being here. Say, hey, Real, I've been waiting on you. Hey, I'm here. I've been outside all day, y'all. I've been outside all damn day. I've been gone all day long. Me, my husband, and my son, we've been outside all day. So we just literally getting in probably about 30, 40 minutes ago. So I said, let me settle in and get upstairs so I can get this live in because I know y'all been looking for me. But I'm here. I'm here. But shout out to Sozio Radio. Let's get into this news. So they said Cardi B and Stefon Diggs reportedly purchased a stunning $2.5 million Massachusetts home. It said, come inside Cardi B's new Massachusetts house. Hashtag new house, hashtag Cardi B fans, hashtag Easton Ma, hashtag Massachusetts, hashtag Patriots, hashtag Stefon Diggs, hashtag so. Now, you guys know that she is currently in a fight with her soon-to-be ex-husband. Don't know how soon because he ain't signed no damn divorce papers because he's trying to stall her out for money. But y'all know not Stefon Diggs, but Offset was asking for one of Cardi B's properties and for her to pay off his back taxes, which he owes millions. Okay. But she is not letting up and she's not giving in terms of doing it. At one point, she was saying, yeah, okay. But it looks like she's getting real serious with Stefon Diggs. As I just told you guys, they do have a son together. They're buying properties together. Okay. So maybe he's getting serious about her. He has had like 4 children this year with other women. And again, like I said, they have a child together that she just had this year as well. But maybe because it's looking like he's becoming more serious with her. I'm seeing them out and about together more. They're more booed up. He's kind of giving her all of his undivided attention. So I'm here for that. I'm here for it. But let's go ahead and get into it. Ooh, no music. Beautiful home, though. Beautiful home. Mm-hmm. Love a good chandelier, honey. House is cute, spacious. So I know Offset is going to feel a way about this, seeing her still purchasing properties when he's asking her for one of the properties to finalize their divorce and also asking for her to pay off some of them taxes. I don't think she's going to do it. She is madly in love, looks like, with Stefon Diggs. The way she look at him, the way he look at her. It just gives it. The two of them are just, I guess, it's onward and upward for those two. So I don't know. I wish them the best, child. Usually I don't be co-signing people who are already still married, jumping into other situations, but they grown. Shit, I'm no judgment here. No judgment here. She's happy. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta let people do what they want to do and just be happy. I said the same thing about Papoose and Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields, child. Let them figure that shit out. They are grown ass adults. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. It's not my place to, be judgmental about it. If they don't care, if they don't give a damn, I sure don't. Okay, honey, go and be happy. That's just my whole thing. But shout out to them. Shout out to them. All right. This was a very weird post today with Chrisean Rock. Chrisean has been kind of, I think she needs to be on some medication. I keep saying it because the girl is up and down. Why she's thinking about Ronnie? Y'all know Ronnie is said to be the guy that was said to be her child's father, who was pow. And I always said I felt like Chrisean had something to do with it, or she had someone do it. Because he was pressing her for paternity tests and all these other things because she wanted Blueface to be the child's father. But it said that Chrisean reminisces and posts throwbacks of her and Ronnie. So Chrisean says, rest in peace, a long lost friend besides all of the BS and drama. Said it's actually hurt when they took him from this planet. Well, I think you knew that he was going to be taken from the planet. I'm going to say allegedly, okay, because we haven't proven it yet. But all the signs and fingers point to you, Chrisean, for, this guy not being here anymore because he just wanted to be a father to your son, but you did not want him to be the dad because you wanted Blueface. And now you see how Blueface is treating you. Maybe it would have been a great thing for Ronnie to still be here and be a father and step up and do what he needs to do for this child. But let's go ahead and get into it, child. Mess. So she's doing some reminiscing videos when she and Ronnie were in a good space. Maybe her conscience is starting to get to her. Maybe that's what it is, because y'all know he was pow standing out front of his apartment. So she's putting up reminiscing videos of Ronnie, which is so weird because they were fighting prior to him being pow. So I think her conscience is starting to get to her. I think the more she looks at that baby, the baby's starting to look more and more like Ronnie. That's what I feel. Because you won't check it for no damn Ronnie. And now you posting videos when you and him were in a good space. Y'all singing and laughing and dancing and carrying on. You got your hand all over him. And like, it's weird. It's weird. So she's saying she's missing him. Let's get into it.
When he was born, me and Chrisean had a really good relationship. I was around Chrisean this whole time up until Junior's birth. Around the holidays at this one specific time when Junior was possibly conceived, Blue was at home with Jaden. Chrisean was with me. Like basically like anytime I went to Cali or anytime she came to Maryland, I was seeing her. Everything was perfectly fine up until Junior physically was born. But as of lately, I've been developing somewhat of what I believe to be a spiritual connection with Junior. I personally feel like the reason why I can't just sleep and lay down and not worry about it is because he's my son. Up until Junior was born, me and Chrisean had a really good relationship. I was around Chrisean this whole time up until Junior's birth. Around the holidays at this one specific time when Junior was possibly conceived, Blue was at home with Jaden. Chrisean was with me. Like basically like anytime I went to Cali or anytime she came to Maryland, I was seeing her. Everything was perfectly fine up until Junior physically was born. But as of lately,
yeah, I think that conscience is tearing her ass up. She's starting to think about that shit like Ronnie ain't here. And I think she knows that she probably made a mistake because the way Blueface is like just cut her completely off. He ain't checking for her. He's fully dating somebody else now. The girl had gone out and gotten a tattoo under her neck of Blueface's name, put Jonathan under her neck. So I don't know what these girls out here tattooing his name and his face and just anything about Blueface on their bodies. Like, it's just crazy because the way he jumped from girl to girl, I wouldn't be doing that shit. Okay, I said the other day, don't be tattooing no man's name on you. But I do think that Chrisean's conscience is starting to get to her. She's probably looking at pictures and old videos of Ronnie and thinking, damn, I wish he was here to help me out with this child because he really wanted to be a dad. And y'all just heard him say, I really felt like that was my child right up until Chrisean had this baby, because she was running around telling everybody that Blueface was the father. Okay, she was so adamant about Blueface being the father. I think that she wanted Ronnie out of the way so that Ronnie could not prove that baby was his, because prior to him being pow, he was requesting and had already gone through the courts, and they had a court date coming up too. I read as well. He and Chrisean had a court date where she was getting ready to be ordered to do a paternity test with Ronnie, and coincidentally, right before their court date, he was pow and unalive. So I do feel like the timing definitely revolves around Chrisean, and I do feel like her conscience is eating her up now, because she goes into this spiritual connection with God, and then she's back to being ratchet. So let's go. While we're talking about her, we might as well go ahead and show it, right? I think something's going on with her, something mental, emotional, because she's really starting to like crash out. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this. She's really crashing. All right, so Chrisean goes live after seeing Blueface stream with Jaden and Alexis. So Blueface was over there, child, cutting the kids' hair, hanging out with Jaden. They over there laughing and carrying on like a family. And here's Chrisean.
Away from the people, like, it's not good for me. Like, bro, but you know how lonely it get, bro. Like, I love y'all. I love the support. I slowly see the hate train disappearing. And I just pray to God that it just stay that way. Because at one point, everybody did love me. God is trying to bless me, and I can just see weird stuff going on, you know? So I just ask that y'all pray for that too. I'm going to just put that out there since we in the chat together. Like, I need y'all for real, and I need y'all praying, because right when I got blessed, some sneaky stuff started happening, and I'm reading between the lines and stuff, and I'm seeing what's going on and stuff, and I just, all right here, I'm praying. There's nothing I can do but pray. And I'm just honest to God, like, learning from my mistakes, it was too much. I went down a dark path,
So y'all hear her? It's kind of like she's almost about to admit something, okay? Again, she just posted this video with Ronnie where she's interacting with Ronnie when they were in a happy space, and now she's having this crying spell in her car where she's talking about, she's dealing with all this emotional stuff, and, let's listen.
Bro, I went down a dark valley, bro, and just to see, like, just God, grace. I'm just so grateful because I really didn't mean to go that dark, bro.
Y'all get that? I really didn't mean to go that dark. Could it mean that whoever you used to set up Ronnie and maybe take his life, allegedly, you're starting to feel guilty about that now that you had a chance to kind of get still and think about it? Because her whole life revolved around Blueface, and like I said, he has done a whole complete detachment from her. So now she's feeling alone, and now she's kind of thinking like, "Damn, this kind of fucked up that I did this to old boy allegedly." And she's kind of having this little freak out moment. Let's continue though.
And I really didn't mean to fall off that bad, bro. You feel me? Like, too much was going on. It was too much. I wasn't ready, and I'm humble enough to say that, bro. I just hope y'all learn through my mistakes to not make the same mistakes, bro. And just stay close to God.
What mistakes would those be?
For real. And like really follow your word, for real. And I turned my back on God. So, and then when I did that, like that was just the worst thing I could ever do, and I didn't mean to. Just too much was happening, like I'm just honest to God, like learning from my mistakes, it was too much. I went down a dark. I was just thinking, like, if I just pray and then manifest, cool. No, bro, you really gotta.
A baby in the background, like, Mama, get it together.
You really gotta be like, you gotta be 100, bro. You gotta stay 100, bro. And then somebody got a problem with it, you gotta move around, bro. Don't join. Like, bro, don't try to fit in. I wasn't even trying to fit in. I just thought, like, that's just.
She's crashing out, as you guys can see. Shout out to Circles of Blues. If you guys want to hear more of that, you can go right on over there. We're going to move along, all right? Let's get into Kevin Durant. He's sitting down on this podcast. I thought this was the weirdest ish ever. Some of this stuff I feel like he shouldn't have probably shared. I would have shared it, okay? But let's go ahead and get into what he had to say. So Kevin Durant, y'all know he's a basketball player, says that sometimes he goes up to 2 days without showering. And claims that he wants to go musty to feel like he's in the trenches. I don't feel like why you need to feel that way? Why do you need to feel that way? Like, he don't be combing his hair. Like, I don't know what he's going through. I feel like he might be going through some mental something, because that's just not cool. Why you out here running around not washing your ass? Like, come on, sir. You are a whole celebrity. So you can tell me you out and about running into people that may recognize you and you musky and carrying on. Like, that's not a good look. He does not take pride in himself at all as a man. Like, and that's sad. Let's get into it. That's probably why you don't have a woman. Because no woman want no man, no funky ass man that don't wash his ass and wear, deodorant and clean clothes and try to, keep himself up, shaving and keeping your hair cut and all that. He be sitting out here playing the game with his hair all peasy, and he be looking real thrifty. So I don't know what the hell going on with Kevin Durant, but let's get into it.
What's up with the hair though? Why don't brush your hair?
I don't, like, for what?
You talking about for what?
Why get cuts? Why lotion why lotion?
You don't wear lotion either?
No, I don't lotion my body like that. I might lotion my hands if they're a little dry, but I don't.
But I see you sometimes you be having a fresh joint though.
Sometimes when they like, yo, they got
what make you get like that?
What make me get a cut for reals when I'm in my room playing the game. My homie's like, yeah, we got the barber on the way. Like, all right, fuck it. If y'all getting a cut, I go get one too. I ain't calling it myself.
You just rolling with the game. And you so fucking tall. I be arguing with Jeff about this show all the time because this shit a little missing up there. But y'all be so tall too. Most people not seeing it on a daily basis, only on TV where it looks crazy. But when you sign here, the amount of barbers I had on my DM,
bro,
my phone,
realtors and barbers.
Yo, tell KD,
crazy.
If you need a cut, I'm thinking to myself, y'all know this man don't care about no fucking haircut.
Don't depend on that. Cut. I really used to care at one point about like, man, I'm gonna get cut this week. Then after a while, I was like, I'm way more relaxed when I'm just not giving a fuck. So I just start getting cut, start lotioning. I take showers.
You get too much money, man. That's what I would say. That
I get. What you mean?
You get too much money, man. You don't care about showering and haircut.
I shower. But I might go a day without 2 days. I might go 2 days sometimes. You know what I mean? Hopping in that water. Wait till I get to the gym.
No. Sometimes shower pill? Nah, Katie, no.
I'm not saying after I work out. I'm not saying after I work out I take a shower. I'm just saying
2 days without.
If I'm sitting in the house, like if I got practice,
lotion and haircut.
I might just want to go musty for the.
Wash your ass, man. Wash your ass, man. That's bullshit, man. He got some money. All right, listen.
I like going.
No, man.
I'm just saying, man. I just like to feel close to like that the trenches like that. Like I used to say, fuck it, I can't get back to the neighborhood.
You still got a connection to that.
Be dirty, grimy, no.
Like get in your car and drive through the hood, but be walking around with your ass like funky and you ain't washed. Like I know your balls be musky, dude, and up under your arms as well. You talking about you working out and stuff, so you work out, be sweating and funky as hell, and go climb in your bed on your nice 3,000 count. I hope you on 3,000 counts over there. Like, gross. No wonder you don't have a woman.
We're not there no more, man.
No moisturizer. Like I'm on that.
Nah, you ain't on that.
I ain't on this pretty boy shit.
He the oldest YN ever. You not Uncle YN. You're not on that no more. All right, you're an artist, right? So I done heard a couple of your raps. You put something else here,
bro. That's not sexy. I'm sorry. All right, now his game, when he here with it, he good. But now that I know you just be out here just winging it like that, bro. No, absolutely not. Now, yesterday you guys saw on Breakfast Club where Papoose had an interview and Clarissa took over once Remy Ma's name was brought up because she was feeling a little way, of course. I was like, anytime Remy's name is brought up, here she comes. She's going to be doing the fucking most. Like, it gives that you are a little insecure and you got to be all up on the Papoose to make sure he say the right thing. Hell, he could barely do his own interview because she was just over talking him. I didn't like that about her. Like, sit back there and let this man have his interview. I don't see him talking when somebody talking to you about boxing. I don't see him over talking you. So I felt like she was feeling a little, out of place and a little maybe, I guess like she's not getting the attention that she deserves when Remy Ma's name popped up in the interview. And especially when DJ Envy was saying, hey, I really wish that you and Remy would have worked it out. Like she really was feeling the way. And shout out to the cameraman. I said it yesterday for zooming in on her expressions every time Remy's name was brought up because she wasn't feeling that shit at all. Oh my God, I was enjoying it. But let's go ahead and get into some pictures because these are pictures that she released now. Since this whole Remy talk is out, it's like she's got to always spin the block and like prove something. Carissa Shields always has to prove something. Girl, you don't have to. Just be you. If you and Papoose or Papoose are together and y'all are happy, you don't got to do that extra shit. Y'all just be happy and do y'all thing. You don't always feel like you got to go live and be proving stuff to people about your relationship. It's just really not that serious. But I mean, she just posted these pictures, so we'll share them. Okay. I'm happy she's dressing better. I think that maybe Papoose probably got her a stylist or something because y'all know she was before that. She just didn't give a damn. So he probably like, look, if you're gonna be out with me, because y'all know he be dressed to the nines when he step out. He's like, look, let's get you a stylist because you be looking too bad at him. Because sometimes you gotta match your significant other's fly. I like to look nice when I step out. Okay, my husband, same thing. So I don't know how I would feel if my husband just threw on any old type of shit and I'm over here just like putting my outfit together when I step out because a bitch step out. But I would not want to be walking beside no man who just don't take pride in how he looks. So yeah, shout out to her for getting that together. Okay, so she did post this as well where it says to everyone who watches my life and gossips about it, don't give up. Season 2 drops in 2026. Yeah, okay, girl. So this is them in New York. Okay. This is them. Okay, girl. I see you got your teeth whitened. Cute. Okay, cute. I guess. What y'all think? All right, this is them. I guess maybe after the interview. But girl, we know that's your man. All right, you ain't got to do all that. But they cutesy, I guess. Okay, we give her a little shine, honey, so she can calm it on down. All right, let's get on into our next topic. We'll talk about Dr. Simone, child, from Married to Medicine, because something else dropped on that. I'm trying to keep up with all the mess, child. So let's get into it. All right, so shout out to Reality Blurb. Married to Medicine's Dr. Simone Whitmore shares new agreement with her son, Michael, and update on Married to Medicine, I can't talk. Cecil, after the big blow up, says that plus Cecil compares himself to Camille Grammer, which we already know that. But let's look at this agreement that she says that she gave her son, Michael. That's him here. All right, look at Cecil's ass. Lord. So season 12 of Married to Medicine is currently airing, and Dr. Simone Whitmore has been one of the most significant topics so far. Said now she's opening up about setting financial boundaries with her son, where she stands with her husband after the divorce comment, and more. So let's continue to see what they're saying here. So they said that Simone has been talking to her sons about financial responsibility for years. Said the topic came up again recently when it was revealed during the current season of Married to Medicine that Michael Whitmore, which is her son, spent $64,000 on a credit card in a year. That's extreme. And I'm pretty sure Simone has to pay that. That's not fair to your mom to put that type of financial burden on her, whether she has it or not. $64,000, like what the hell are you spending it on? Obviously not no damn bills. It's given that you are trying to I guess keep up with the Joneses and you know, try to live this very plush lifestyle in front of your friends, and probably spend it on your friends too. Very irresponsible. Said it was also during this episode that she told him that he need finance to finance his own law school. Said that Michael also said that he wanted Simone to buy him a new vehicle, at which she did. He now has a Tesla that she just purchased for him in exchange for his Jeep that he was driving. I think he was driving a Rubicon. Said that speaking to the Daily Dish in September 2025, Simone reveals that she may have lightened up a little bit on the law school topic. I knew she would, and this is why they are the way they are. Now, she says, we came to an agreement. She said that he's going to law school in the fall of 2026. And the agreement is that we have is that he will take loans for tuition, and I will support him, said it, provided that he cuts back on his fabulous, luxurious lifestyle. Says that so no more spending $60,000 on a credit card. I hope she makes him stick to that. Said that Simone also reacted to that heated conversation about finances and personal responsibility. According to her, said that was a really painful moment to watch. She said that I knew that he was spoiled and he was entitled, but seeing how entitled he really is, I wanted to choke him out. She also goes on to say that the Bravo star also spoke to the Daily Dish about her husband, Cecil Whitmore, and how he felt about the argument, as well as where they stand after she alluded to no longer wanting to be married. Now she shared, damn, Simone, you said that. Now she says that I'm sure his feelings were hurt because says that he isn't thinking that I should always take everything so far. She says, but we are not on the same team. Ooh, child. Now I said that Simone continued by saying that we are not on the same page with our children, and I would just like for us to get things back together again where we she said where we at last what? That didn't make no sense. Get things back together again where we at least present. That don't make no sense. A unified front, or we present a unified front with our boys. Said that when asked about the state of their marriage, she said that my marriage is in a good place. She said Cecil and I have been married for years and we know how to weather the storm. Okay, girl. Now, in other news, said that Simone and her husband and their son addressed the marriage, the argument from season 12 episode on social media. Notably, said that Cecil compared himself to Camille Grammer, which we already saw that, and I'm not going to go back through that again. But I feel like Simone is just kind of going through the motions. I feel like she definitely wants Cecil as the man of the house and as the man to step up more when it comes to their boys and kind of reel them in and make them do what they need to do. It's just frustrating. Y'all know that she and Cecil were going to divorce at one point because he was doing the fucking most with this female friend of his and being disrespectful towards Simone. She just didn't want to do the shit no more. So again, I'm happy that they decided to work shit out. But if you are miserable, I don't recommend nobody stay in a space where they are just existing. Like that's the most miserable place you can be in a relationship, marriage, situationship, whatever you want to call it. If you're just existing versus being there, wanting to be there, and seeing yourself with that person, maybe forever or for a long term, it could be a lot. It could be a lot to just be existing. That's the most miserable place to be. So shout out to them for trying to work it out. If she says she's happy, honey, I guess we have to, Okay. All right. So let's get into our next topic. I tried to extend my shoulders slightly since I did not get to tap in with you guys today. Again, I was outside all damn day today. Okay, guys. So I'm back now. Let's get into it. Peter Thomas posts a picture of his girlfriend. Okay, he like him young and gives. Okay, he got him a little mixy. Nothing wrong with it. So said that the girls are tussling over Peter Thomas, as we showed you guys the other day. But now Peter is thanking his girlfriend. It's supposed to be his girlfriend. So it said that Peter Thomas of Real Housewives of Atlanta, shout out to the Bravo Shade Room, says, wow, thank you for keeping it 100 with me in my darkest of times. I need to say no more. Love you to the end of time. Then he puts the heart up there. Said that Peter Thomas goes on to say that. So it's 31 years old, not a woman. So he's saying that his girlfriend is 31. Peter is like pushing 60. So because my woman is all woman, not a little girl, said that y'all need to stop hating. She's beautiful in all the sense of the word. She's beautiful. She's very beautiful. No homo. Okay, no homo. I'm just saying she's very beautiful. You can tell she's mixed, maybe Korean and black or something. But she's a beautiful girl. If he like it, I guess we love it, child. So just to remind you guys what these girls were fighting on a podcast about Peter. So he has claimed her in a post to say that was his girlfriend.
I don't even know him. He's in jail. He's in jail. He's in jail.
Listen,
Congratulations. The red shirt. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, where the water at? Girl,
I'll get it.
Fairy tale. You're living in a fairy tale.
No, that's
Living in man. If you're in my cousin, you guys are sharing.
all right, brother. That's good.
You want to stand up for what?
We good.
You don't want to stand up.
I am please.
Okay. So let's continue on. But yeah, she's a pretty girl. That's what he likes, I guess. Okay. So what y'all think about Peter showing his girl? And another girl was tussling over Peter at the podcast, but Peter has come forward to make it very much so known that he was not seeing that girl. He didn't even know who she was. So while she's out here claiming Peter, trying to clout chase, Peter was like, I don't know her. Never seen her day in my life. We never went out. None of that. But he is, however, claiming this girl here. He's not giving her name, but he is claiming that is his girlfriend. So she's 31 years old. She's younger. But shout out to Peter, child. Okay, maybe she's keeping him young. All right, so let's move along. Carlos King had his little podcast situation, and he had Tisha and Marcel on there talking about. Let's pull it up. Says, why are successful parents raising entitled kids? Where are the successful parents at first? Okay, that's not no shade. Where are the successful parents? Said, why are successful parents raising entitled children? Head over to Carlos King's Patreon, where he moderates this discussion with Marcel and Tisha from Love and Marriage Huntsville, Jamie and Arana from from Love and Marriage DC. I like them. And Blue, what is that? Toulousema? I think that's how you say her name. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into what they had to say.
A lot of mothers who coddle their sons are constantly scowling because they're calculating, how do I fix your next mess? If we spent more time validating and less time centering ourselves, which means it's not about me and how I look anymore. It's about who and who you're becoming.
What's happening in the world now where you became successful because of the struggle, but you don't want your kids to invoke any sort of struggle to be as successful as you? So starting with Blue. Blue, where does that come from? I want to hear from the parents.
First of all, it's so funny because we talk about ego death a lot. It is ego, right? Don't make me look stupid. Don't make me look bad. You have to be willing, whether it's with friends or your children or even your partner, to say, I love you and respect you enough to decenter myself and support you while you figure it out. Support means I'm not abandoning you. You're not dying on the street. I'm using my resources to support you. I'm going to decenter myself because I respect you enough to help you figure it out. Toni Morrison said the way that a child knows that they are loved and safe is if your eyes light up when they walk into the room, because that non-verbally tells them you're excited to see me. A lot of mothers who coddle their sons are constantly scowling because they're calculating, how do I fix your next mess? If we spent more time validating and less time centering ourselves, which means it's not about me and how I look anymore, it's about who and who you're becoming. Care less about how you look and care more about the man that he's becoming or the woman that she's becoming. Because what also happens to the girls in this equation, we didn't mention them, these girls are now watching their brothers get away with murder. And they're them being held to a different regard. And then you wonder why they're dating men who elicit that same kind of dynamic. So everybody's getting handicapped, even the girls who are being taught the skills that the boys aren't. It behooves nobody to move like this. And here's the thing, guys. I don't care if your kids are 35, 45. It's never too late to course correct. It's never too late to course correct. So this is not meant to shame. It's meant to hold up a mirror and say, hey, if you don't like what you see, you can pivot.
Yeah,
I love. We actually had a scene when we were talking about Jason's wanting to be a DJ, one of the episodes. And remember, Brittany brought that up. She said, y'all treat them totally different than y'all treat me. So you're right.
Head over to my Patreon account.
It's only like
That's patreon.com.
I like what she had to say. That's true. That's all facts. Okay. I'm that type of mom where I feel like you teach them how to fish. I like the topic where I like to say where you teach me how to fish. That way I can continue to feed myself after that. If I keep going and getting the fish and just giving it to you versus showing you how to fix your rod and putting your bait on there and throwing your own line out there to catch your own fish, then you can eat, continuously eat and continuously learn. But if you're one of those type of parents that love to do everything for your child and not allow them to learn on their own and build and grow on their own to be independent, I'm teaching my son to be independent, right? He loves it. He be like, Mommy, I got it. Even when I try to help him, be like, Mommy, I got it. Then I have to remind myself, this is how we raised him to be independent. So I do have to catch myself sometimes when I feel like I'm being too mothering and kind of step back and allow him to do it, because he's at the age where a lot of things he can do, like go make your own bed, go fold your own clothes, go clean your own room. I'm not cleaning your room. You're 10. You can do it on your own. So as parents, you do have to allow, especially boys, you have to allow your boys to be men or young men, and you have to teach them the independence so that that's something that will continuously grow in them, and they will not be dependents when it comes to being a grown-ass responsible man to a woman later on or in a relationship, because no woman want no man that's independent mind, have the mentality of being a dependent, okay, that always has to ask a woman to do this or do that, okay. So when you teach your kids that at home, and you teach them to be men and young women as well, okay, teach them how to cook, teach your daughters how to cook, and sons. But there's certain things that we as parents have to do as related to parenting our children, so that they don't be lazy and be dependents and not know how to move about in life. So I definitely agree with everything she had to say there. Let's move on. All right, if you guys want to watch more on that, go ahead on over to Reality with the King. All right, let's get into some Kelly Farrell news. Y'all know Kelly is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her now ex-husband, because they are divorced now officially. As they showed up. Her husband Mark Frell is coming after her legally. She cannot catch a break. This man right here stays on her ass, like every little thing that Kelly does that's against anything that he wants. He is definitely going to take her to court. He already has other lawsuits against Kelly, as we know. We've covered that on the show, but let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. So Mark Frell has filed a lawsuit against his ex-wife Kelly Farrell, seeking to modify his child support obligations, citing that he currently has no income. Mark is also requesting an increased visitation time with his children, alleging that Kelly has refused to allow him to exercise his court-ordered visitation since their divorce 1 year ago. Mark is requesting that Kelly be found in contempt. Now, as parents, if you have a visitation order, you cannot step in the way of said person being able to see their kids. You have to follow that order, because you can be found in contempt and you'll be locked up, and then they'll be getting custody of the kids while you're out here looking stupid. It's not that serious. That's it. He's the father. If he doesn't want the kids to be on the show, which is something that was also in the order, he said, hey, Kelly didn't even mention to me that the kids were going to be on the show. So he did let the judge know he did not want his kids filming on the show. So that's going to kind of mess up her storyline a little bit, because her children were also a part of her storyline. But let's go ahead and read more into this. So Mark said that the court improperly calculated his income as $19,847 a month when determining how much he would pay. Said the $3,991 a month in child support. He says his income is zero since Kelly was awarded the restaurant. Okay, y'all know she has a chicken and waffles restaurant in Atlanta. Said that Mark has had no income since the business was taken as part of the divorce. He needed a job. His petition reads, said that Mark asked that his child support obligations be modified since he has no income. In his complaint, Mark explained that Kelly was awarded primary custody of the kids in the divorce. Mark was granted visitation every other weekend. The exes share joint legal custody. Okay. Moving along, says that his lawyer also claims that Kelly has refused to allow Mark to exercise visitation with his children at all throughout the entirety of the 1-year period since the divorce decree was entered. Mark's complaint asked that the court grant him more visitation time given the excessive amount of time that he has not been able to exercise visitation. His suit also asked the courts to strip Kelly of her power to make final decisions regarding their kids due to her history of practice of alienation. It goes on to say, in addition, he requested that Kelly be found in contempt for refusing to allow him his visitation time. Kelly's rep tells us, says that Kelly finds the claims in her ex's recent filing both surprising and inaccurate. At no point has she prevented him from seeing their children, and she has consistently complied with court orders while prioritizing their best interests. So the rep added that while Kelly has quietly endured her ex-husband's frequent irate behavior since their divorce, he said that her concerns are and has always been the safety of her children and herself. Said that this has been the case despite the fact that her ex-husband has not paid child support since the divorce. Kelly is confident that the facts will speak for themselves in court. So that's what they're waiting to do, go back to court. This is an ongoing battle with them. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, Kelly. Oh my God, he is on her ass. He is another like Martell. Like every time you turn around, they're in court for something. So damn, I really hope they figure it out for the sake of the kids. All right, moving right along. Let's get into some Vincent Herbert news. We don't really talk about him much over here, but he did sit down and do an interview with the R&B Money podcast, which is Tank's R&B singer Tank's podcast, okay? And Jay Valentine. I do watch them sometime. They do have some great interviews on there. But let's get into what Vincent Herbert had to say. So it said that Vincent Herbert sits down with Tank and Jay Valentine to unpack the executive side of R&B and pop, discovering and developing artists, shaping records and demos to delivery, and building teams that turn moments into movement. You guys know that he discovered pop singer Lady Gaga, which has made him a lot of money, according to him. Said from the studio floor to boardroom strategy, Vincent breaks down how A&R productions and marketing align, what makes a single undeniable, and how to protect an artist's identity and when to take creative risk. All right, let's go ahead and listen to what he had to say.
I made $3 billion with Gaga, the University. I'm a black man from Newark, New Jersey. I want to see other people do that. We sold 170 million albums to date. What is this, 2025? She's still getting nominated for Album of the Year. I signed Gaga and discovered her before my son was born. My son is 12 years old now. Met her on the phone. A friend of mine sent me a song on MySpace called Beautiful Dirty Rich. Flew out to LA. The first time she ever flew business class. She met with me. She said, okay, I want to sign with you, but I promised Sylvia I'm going to meet with her. But I know what I want to do already because L.A. Reid had dropped her. You got to remember, Gaga got signed by L.A. Reid first. But when I met her, I said,
huge mistake because she is a superstar. She is hella talented. I love Lady Gaga. Nobody can make me not like Lady Gaga. She is hella talented. Like every one of her songs, like she's mad weird, but y'all already know, like most of the weird artists be like really good artists. Like Doja Cat, weird as hell, but she's a very good artist. She's very versatile. She can sing, she can rap, she can write, like all of that. I love that. Gaga the same way. Like every single song that she put out be a hit. So he definitely making some money off her.
Dye your hair blonde. Blonde sell more records. On 45th and Crenshaw in LA at the barbershop.
You
got back in the car.
I got on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. It was in a white Bentley GT. 45th and Crenshaw.
You had that.
Yeah.
You had that.
He on 45th
By
and
the
Crenshaw.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I need to paint this picture. 45th and Crenshaw at a barber shop in a white Bentley GT with Gaga.
Peanut butter guts.
Hey.
That's the only way to do it, baby.
$3 billion with Gaga, the University. I'm a black man from Newark, New Jersey.
I love it.
I want to see other
All
people.
right, so shout out to Vincent for that. Let's move on to the next one because
I'm good at that. I'm gonna run through it and run through it and run through it because I just want the opportunity. Just want to do the work. I ain't worried about the labels. I did the dumb stuff. I had 12 cars at one time for what I can't drive them all at the same time. It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, cool. You learn and you live and you grow. And I hope that I can be a blessing to the new generation, to the old generation, people that I've never even spoke to, because I want to share my story and I want to share my information and I want to see people do better. And I really, really, really mean that. Like, that's important to me. Like, not to just talk about it.
But you're still actively looking for talent, looking for writers, producers, artists, everything.
Yeah. I'm still in the music business.
I love it. Yes. Yeah.
So
So y'all know, I always said I felt like Tamar loved the fact that Vince had connections more than she loved Vince. I think I really feel like that because initially when they said that Tony introduced Vince to Tamar, she was like, yeah, no, I don't want to date him. Because y'all know back then, Vince was like a real big guy, very, he was obese back then. But Tamar was like, no. But then when they said that Tony told him, well, he's a music producer and he's talked about all the, things that he was doing music-wise and all the people that he knew and the connections. She was like, oh, yeah, I'll go on a date with him. So it kind of gives that your main focus was, let me get with this man so I can get my career up and running. And, he going to be my husband. If I marry him, then I'm going to get certain perks and whatever. And I'm going to always come before other artists that he working with because that's my husband. That's what it gave. I ain't gonna hold you. I did like the whole Vince and Tamar dynamic. Like even their show, the Tamar Vince show, I watched it probably every single fucking episode. It was good. But I do feel like Tamar did use Vince as a stepping stone to get to where she is in her career because who knew? Well, we knew who she was, but no one really cared about no damn Tamar because everybody was so focused on Tony. She was the star of the family. But shout out to Vince, was still out here doing the damn thing. Okay. Tamar kind of broke off and she's doing her own thing and Vince doesn't work with her anymore, but she got what she needed from him and he's still out here moving and shaking. Now, y'all do know he had some financial issues before because like he was just saying, he had like 12 cars. Like that's excessive. That huge house they were staying in, they wound up having to sell that and he had to downgrade to something smaller. He was owing like a bunch of jewelry stores was coming for him and suing him. At one point, he was owing a lot of taxes. Tamar got out of there just in the nick of time while Vince was going through all of his financial difficulties. She wound up divorcing him, which then left everything on him. But hey, let's continue.
I'm in everything that's music. I don't let nothing else get in the way of that because at the end of the day, it's still about a great song and a great artist. Mm-hmm. Never going to change. We can have AI, we can have Left Eye, whatever, BI, it doesn't matter. You still got to have a record that emotionally connects with people, and you still got to find an artist that can deliver those records.
Yeah.
AI hasn't found that. I'm good at that.
I love it, okay? Yeah, I knew about the Lady Gaga thing. I knew about that. I was like, yeah, so you making a nice little coin off Lady Gaga because, baby, everything she put out, okay? I'm talking. Yeah, I see y'all putting this on there. What's your favorite Lady Gaga song? Okay, everything she put out, I love. Especially the song she put out with what's the guy name? I can't remember his name. So what's the song? What's the song? If the world was changing, I want to be next to you. Oh my God, that's like one of my favorite songs. Yeah. Yeah, 900 million. She's worth 900 million. Yeah, Poker Face is definitely one of my. What is it? Poker Face, Judas. Like I can name a bunch of her songs. Bad Romance. When Bad Romance came out, you can tell me shit like Bad Romance. I could play that like over and over and over and over and over. She got a bunch of hits. I love her. But let's move along. Shout out to Vince, sitting over there looking just like his son. Well, y'all know his son look like him, but baby, them jeans are strong. Let's get into is this my last topic? Yes, it is. All right, so let's get into the last topic. Y'all remember this guy from hip hop, okay? I thought at one point in time they figured out who it was that took out Jam Master Jay. Y'all know who he is, child. He ran with Run DMC. He was unalived, unfortunately. It was said something about a drug deal gone bad, allegedly. But let's go ahead and get into this because they arrested a guy that was in connection to his unaliving, but it looks like that's been overturned. So it said the Run DMC star Jam Master Jay's unaliving case takes a turn, plus the judge overturns one conviction and says that prosecutors failed to prove motive, okay? All right, so a long-running hip-hop unaliving case took an unexpected turn this week after a federal judge set aside one of the convictions tied to the unaliving of the rap legend. So a federal judge has overturned the conviction of one of the men found guilty in the 2002 unaliving of Jam Master Jay, marking a dramatic shift in one of hip-hop's most closely watched criminal cases. Y'all know someone pow-powed him in the head. When I heard about it, I was like, what? Okay. It was some street shit, definitely. Okay. I'm be honest with you. I don't know why a lot of these guys that get into the rap game, when you start making money, you gotta leave the streets. You just do, because the niggas in the streets, they don't have the same mentality that you have. You cannot still mesh with the streets when you leave the streets, because you're not really respected like that. You have a lot of people who are jealous and want to see you be in the same places that they are. They know you have money. They're gonna try to rob you, and they're gonna try to do things to you that probably shouldn't even be involved in. Okay, you should not be still out here selling drugs and hanging around drug dealers when you are on stages selling out arenas. You just should not. I always say, when you get a little money, move the fuck up out of the hood, because you cannot stay in the hood and drive Bentleys and double R's in the headrest and have all this thick jewelry and Rolex watches and stuff like that. The hood is not going to let you be great, just not. So you definitely have to change your environment when your tax bracket change. But anyway, so on Friday, a U.S. judge, Lashana D. Archie Hall, vacated the conviction of Carl Jordan Jr., ruling prosecutors failed to prove that he had drug-related motive for the unaliving. So it said that Jordan had been convicted in 2024 for unaliving Jay, which is Jam Master Jay, born Jason Mizell, inside of Queen's recording studio. While an eyewitness testified that he saw Jordan pow Mizell, it says that the court found that the government's motive evidence is insufficient. So Judge Hall wrote that the proof was at most meager. Said that we are really happy for Mr. Jordan and his family that justice was served. Jordan's attorney, John Diaz, says, it goes on to say that Jordan remains jailed on unrelated drug charges. Meanwhile, the judge denied motions from the co-defendant, Ronald Washington, whose conviction stands. So there was another guy also involved in this who also is serving time as related to the unaliving of Jam Master Jay. So Jay's death remains one of hip-hop's most enduring tragedies. As a founding member of Run DMC, Mizell helped propel the genre into the mainstream. Okay, so yeah, I hate that. I really hope that they go ahead and completely seal and close this case finally, but y'all know how it is, child. A lot of times when somebody's unalived, sometimes it takes 20-30 years before they find out and convict the person. And I really think that this man do need some justice, because he's definitely a legend in the game. But y'all can put in there what y'all think about that, okay? Because y'all, when y'all saw him, hell, you saw he was part of Run DMC. You saw, it's just sad. It's just sad. When I found out that somebody pow-powed him up, it was sad. It was like, damn, another one, another fallen soldier. And we, just sad. But shout out to Jasmine Brand. I ain't gonna elaborate no more, but y'all can go ahead and sound off on that, as well as all the other topics that we discussed in this video. Right? You cannot hang in the streets. You cannot. I tell people all the time, honey, you cannot. The streets do not respect you when they see you got out. They just don't. People do not respect it. They don't respect that you can wear labels, because they want to wear the labels, right? They want to wear the labels. So at the end of the day, you cannot be driving driving around in no damn Bentley and Rolls Royce and the nice cars with the nice rims, and you're gonna get robbed and yeah, or probably unalived, because the hood, baby, the hood is not gonna receive you at all. Okay, someone say, oh yeah, man, you doing it, man. Yeah. But you got to get out the hood. You just do. Okay. But let's get out of here, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm ready to get in my bed. True TV Podcast, Tyra KB, Sweet Essence, Scorpion, Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job in modding. Thank you to my usuals that stopped by here. Content creators, Deary Talk, Black Women in the Building. Thank you so much, Simple My Family TV. Astute Queen B, if you're in here, thanks for being here too, ma'am. Miss Didi, JCD Creations, I saw you in here. I know she's definitely here. Shay P, if you're here, thanks for being here. Queen Speaks TV, thanks for being here. Shay Renee. Those are my usuals. If there's anyone else, any other content creator, if you're here, please let me know. I'll be happy to acknowledge you. And of course, all my Caramelians that stop by here as well. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to tap on the like button so that you guys will know whenever I go live. Okay, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. All right. If nothing else, let's get out of here. Bye.